Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Chrono Trigger, where we're pretty much done with all the side quest content, and aside from the DS stuff and some minor things here and there. Either way, we got a little bit of an endgame checklist to list off. So, let's get started. If we go to our tech screen, each character should have 8 moves in their single tech list. If you're missing one, if you have 7, then just get a little bit more TP. You'll see that move actually grayed out, and then you get more TP, and then you'll get it. If you don't have 8 and you have like say 6 and you see like a 7th one grayed out, you might need a little bit more TP with a certain character. I feel like at this point in the game, it's best to get them all, but you can still get them in the final dungeon. You don't have to worry too much. Either way, if you want to get the double techs, mind you though, the easiest way of looking at this is that with each character, aside from Magus, of course, you will have 15 techs. So if you just go through this list, you'll count 15 of them. So say if you have 14 and I have Drill Kick and Thunder Chomp, and that's only 2 of Ayla, right? Each character has 3 with a specific person, so then you'll realize, oh, hey, I'm missing one with Ayla, so let me just learn Cleave and Boulder Toss and then put them in my party together, and then I'll get it. That being said, we have the triple techs. Triple techs are a little bit more annoying to do because you pretty much gotta do all the combinations of a party lineup. The biggest difference is that Chrono is required for all the standard triple techs. So you got Delta Force, which is hit all foes with Elemental Blast. I've done this one before. Lifeline, grant all allies a one-time auto-revive. That's very useful, and I've actually haven't done this one before. Frost Arc, strike enemy with an Icy Blade. Final Kick, strike foe with an Elemental Kick, which is a shadow in this case. Spin Chrono through enemies with Ring of Fire. It is amazing a little bit, but it is a proximity attack, so... And then the next one is Delta Storm. Hit all foes with an Elemental Blast, which, again, is just like Delta Force, which is just another shadow thing. So there's that, I guess. Then you got Gatling Kick, which strike foe with an Elemental Kick. In this case, it is a single hit target, but it is also shadow, but it does a ton of damage either way. Then you got Triple Attack. Hit enemy with 3-pronged attack. Pretty useful, especially since the cast that uses it, Chrono, Robo, and Frog in this case. Pretty strong. You got Twister, hit all foes with a Whirling Tornado. Most of these triple techs wind up equaling a shadow attack, which in this case is another shadow attack. And then our last one is 3D attack, hit enemy with triple attack. It's just a standard physical and it does a ton of damage with Chrono, Frog, and Ayla respectively. That being said, that's not all the triple techs in the game. So if we go over to Frog, for instance, I have Master Moon, which specifically for him, he needs to be wearing the Golden Gemstone. So if we go through and then just check it out, we have the Golden Gemstone equipped on him. If I de-equip it, I only can equip it on Frog specifically. But the other moves that we have Eternal Darkness, which that one, if we have on, let's see, where are you? It is the Black Gemstone. Enables Eternal Darkness triple tech. So if we go through and then was like, okay, that one is Magus, Mara, and Luca, I believe. So if we just look for Luca here and then scroll straight down, we should be able to see the Black Gemstone. Whoever has that triple tech, aside from the Golden Gemstone one, because that one is Frog specific, can equip that accessory. So that's easy way to tell who's going to be able to use that accessory. So in this case, again, we have Eternal Darkness, which I'm going to actually equip that really quick. And then we have Omega Flare, which is the Blue Gemstone. And then the next one is Spin Strike, which is the Silver Gemstone, which I believe that one, it goes, yep, silver over here. And then we have one more that we don't have yet, but that gemstone is actually in the final dungeon. So we don't really have to worry about that one too much yet. But for now, let's go back to our tech list and we'll show off these triple techs that are not Chrono specific. So, in general, so Eternal Darkness. Attack all enemies with darkness. It's a shadow one again. So, there you go. If you want another shadow move, you got another shadow move. Then our next one is Omega Flare. Hit all enemies with amplified laser. Shadow once again. And then we got Spin Strike. Hit enemy with a whirling leap attack. This is a physical triple attack, so it's kind of nice if you have that party lineup, but past that you have Master Moon, which is just a similar version to that, but a different party lineup, and it depends on your party's HP. The lower HP, the more damage it does. Either way, that's pretty much all the gemstone ones, -1 because I don't have it, of course. I'm not going to really have those on because they just kind of take up my accessory slot, but they are very situational. If you want one of them, you just need to have one of them in your party lineup. That's all they really are. Either way, I have one more thing left to do in the end of time, so let me just get my equipment back to order. And we have one extra little mini side quest to do, in a sense, that isn't the DS content. Nornstein Becklers, the thing that we did way back when and we got the clone doll Chrono, we can get those with everybody else as well, and they appear in their respective locations. Some of them make not a lot of sense how they got there because I guess he's magic and you can just put him through time. I have no idea how that works. Either way, they are posable and you can put them in different poses like how you could do a Chrono. It's kind of neat, but remember, there's also getting pet food. So you can feed your cats. Don't forget to feed your cats. But yes, there is one more minor thing, well, two more technically, but I'm not high enough level for it, that we can do. So if we go into our party lineup here, I'm actually going to select characters that will be good for this. So I am going to do Ayla, Marl, and Luca. That's actually perfect. That's exactly the lineup I want. So let's see here. What do I got on you? You got ruby armor. That's fine. You have that, and then you got that. Let's see. So what I'm actually going to do to make this slightly easier is I'm just going to make sure who has that. You do. I'll just give you that for now. And then you equip that as well. There we go. I've been avoiding this room for a little bit of time now. This is a level 40 to 98 version of Specchio. Yeah, that seems intimidating, but it's really not. Just as long as you have a healer, in this case I have Marl, and you have a combination of a strong magic attack user. In this case, yeah, I have Ayla and Luca. I'm fine. So, what do you want? You looking for some practice? Yes, I am. All right. I don't even remember your voice, but that does not fit in the slightest. Yeah, this move does a lot of damage, but I have Marl in my party, so I'm okay. The only one I need to worry about is Ayla. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give Ayla a little bit of a cure too. That might be a little bit more than I need, but what I can do is I can get around his defense by using Blaze Kick. I could use Infernal, but it's like all-rounder. This is essentially the same thing, but single target. So I just do this, and it's like, bam. A lot of damage. I just make sure that I keep Ayla alive because everyone else will be fine for the most part. I just kind of wait a little bit, get a little bit. Let's see, that is ice. I believe I should be okay. I'm just gonna do that, and then I'm just gonna wait until Luca is able to go, and then I'll just do another Blaze Kick. And yeah, we should be good to go. This is the battle. And we're good to go. Oh me, oh my! That was embarrassing. Guess you ain't so bad after all. Here, this is for you. We got a gratuity set. 1 magic capsule, 1 speed capsule, 1 strength capsule, and 10 elixirs. Plenty useful. What can I say? I'm the master of war. I love the fact that if you go and fight him now and just wreck him, he'll be like, oh, I lost, but wait, I taught you magic, so that's why I lost. It's so funny. But knowing that, we can just leave, and the next one that we fight is level 99, so we're not getting that anytime soon. Either way, let's go back into our party lineup over here and then check things out. Let's see. Everybody is kind of high on levels. I'm not really too worried about that. But now, I've been kind of saving these for a rainy day. I have a decent chunk of them here. If we go through and look at our list, we notice that, hey, Marl is kind of low, so I'm just going to give her one to kind of put her at 10. The easiest way to do this, if we start off with strength capsules, what we could do with that is prioritize the people that you use more physical stuff with. Like, of course, you have Ayla, Chrono, and Robo, who have inherently high strength stats, which they will eventually max out through leveling anyway, so you can kind of pick and choose on that one. But I would recommend putting them on Frog because Frog is always like lower in strength, so he's good for that. Magus, he's kind of low in strength. You don't really attack with him that often. He usually uses magic, so you could do that if you want. But Marl and Luca, just no. Just don't bother. There's really no point when their accuracy is their attack stat. It's just, that's how it is for them. So you don't really have to worry about that. But next we have speed capsules. Speed capsules, I would actually recommend top priority, Luca and Robo. They have like the worst speed stats in the game compared to everybody else. And Luca, for instance, I have 2 speed plus 3 things on her, so she's really low. What I would recommend is getting Luca and Robo like up to par with everybody else, and then just kind of evening it out as you go along because the max is 16 and you don't get this through leveling. Magic capsules, I would actually recommend, oddly enough, Ayla and Robo. It makes no sense, honestly, by logic because you don't think they'd be using magic that often. But Robo, if you put more speed capsules in him and then magic capsules, he has the potential to be the best healer in the game, hands down. Ayla, on the other hand, if you pair her up with Luca, who has inherently a high magic stat to begin with, and have Ayla's magic stat raise as well. Her moves like Inferno and Blaze Kick, for example, just do so much damage. They're busted. They're ridiculous. Those two are like the best ones to put magic capsules into. Other than that, Marl and Frog, if you want to up their healing a little bit, you could make Slurp Kiss, which is an Ayla and Frog thing, just be like a full heal right away. But Robo would still outclass them when it comes to healing anyway. Marl has most of the single heals, so you could put it into her and then have like single heals with just Cure standard. Other than that, I'm just going to even out the speed with everybody as best I can. Pop some strength on Frog and then mostly magic on Ayla and Robo. So I'm going to make a quick cut while I do that, and we'll be right back. And there we go. I put a bunch of speed capsules, magic capsules, and strength capsules on all my characters. My speed is pretty much kind of mid-range with everybody except for Robo, who has a speed rating on, which pretty much gives him +3. Helps him out a little bit, be a little bit faster, a better healer, things like that. Before we go to the Black Omen, there is one more thing that you can do. If you haven't done any of the side quests, you don't have the Vigilance hat or anything like that, I would probably recommend going to Medina after at least doing Magus's side quests, if you have him doing the Ozzy Fort and all that, because I will make it so you can buy Phanaceas for 8G. Pretty cheap, and you will need them in the Black Omen. It will make that place so much easier. I am not kidding, so much easier. So, might as well just hop off, and we are going to take off towards many different time periods here. The Black Omen appears in the future. I guess it would technically appear in the Cataclysm, but we can't actually go there because that's where Lavos is. It also appears in the present, as well as the Middle Ages and Antiquity. It does not appear in prehistory, so we don't need to worry about that. But if we choose to go to the future, it's a little bit different than going into any of the other time periods. And right as we warp, it kind of makes it apparent where it is on the world map always. It's always like right where you spawn for the most part. So you can just head straight up and just see it there, just kind of floating, and then you can click on it. And we kind of just land here all willy-nilly. And we see this. Behold, the almighty Lavos reigns! I don't remember what voice I gave you. Pitiful creatures, all your struggling is for nothing. Plus, this voice kills my throat anyway. The almighty Lavos has already drained the life force from this planet. So this one is just like a no-go. There's no reason to go into this one at all. So might as well just kind of go and then just hit everything on screen. Not a big deal there. There we go. Of course, they're hitting each other as well. I don't even know how that laser decided to shoot the one on the other side of the screen in order. It's weird. It's weird. Either way, go through and we can just do that and destroy them all, get some experience, and get some money. And we can't enter because it's firmly sealed. There's no point in going to here in the future. So we just head back over here and return to the epic. So this is the final dungeon in the game, yes, but it's also completely optional. Like I said, we could just go to the Cataclysm and just fight Lavos, or we could even use the bucket. I would recommend going to the Black Omen because it is the final dungeon. You get more levels out of it. It helps you out a little bit. But honestly, it's better to not have things left undone. At least for your first playthrough anyway. So what we can do is we can access it in the present, Middle Ages, and Antiquity. If we start off from the present, we can go through the place. And since we've gone through the place in a later time period, we can head through it again and again. It is nice, but some of the stuff just isn't there anymore because this place is kind of like in a fabric beyond time. So ideally, it's just kind of floating there because it has like the mana machine in it and all that. So stuff you collect in there will still be collected. It's weird, but as you can tell, I went to 12,000 BC. Why am I not doing it 3 times in a row just to OP my characters? Because I would rather just do it in the earliest time period I can. So, let's head inside. This one, we can just go straight through. Not a big deal there. And the Black Omen is the longest dungeon in the game. Hands down, this will take quite some time. So, we head forward. Fools, have you not learned your lesson? We are made immortal. We shall live forever of Lavos, who feast upon this planet from within. Now he rests and gathers strength, but in a mere 14,000 years, he will emerge to rain destruction upon the earth and crown himself its king. This line here actually does change depending on when you access this place. In this case, it's 14,000. The Black Omen is the path which leads to Lavos. It is the conduit through which our limitless power flows. As long as the almighty Lavos reigns, your dreams are all for naught. Sacrifice yourself to Lavos and fulfill the only purpose left to you. And immediately upon entering, yes, we do get a boss right away, the Megamune. The Megamune is pretty much what I would call a gatekeeper to this place. If you can't beat this thing, if you're having trouble, I would recommend actually going out, maybe doing some side quests, getting some better equipment, and then coming back here. Because if you are losing to this, it's pretty much, it's a sign for the rest of the Black Omen. So, this thing here, if we charm the top half, we actually get an elixir off of it. But if we charm the bottom half, we get a vigilance hat, which kind of spells out how this place is gonna go. You want status protection, which is why I recommended getting those Phanasias earlier, because they will help actually make it so you don't have statuses. Because this thing has the capability of inflicting confusion on you, and if you don't have any status protecting things, you need to get rid of them as quickly as possible. But this thing honestly isn't that bad when it comes to actually killing it. Just use all your good physical stuff, all your good magical stuff, whatever you can. Just make sure you put the beat down on it. You don't really need to do anything too fancy here. I'm just doing Inferno because I'm just gonna wreck it in one hit anyway. So you know how this is gonna go for me in particular. Well, ow, it survived. That's surprising. I'll just do another one. Get rid of it. Either way, your strongest hitting stuff, just make sure you're topped off with the healing. Right now, Maro's kind of low on my end, but that's fine. If you have Robo on you, you could just use Heal Beam like crazy. If you have Frog, you could do his Heal. If you have Ayla in combination, you can do Slurp Kiss. Either way, you just make sure you're topped off. This battle isn't too hard, but again, if you're having trouble, just leave and go and do some leveling. That's the best I can recommend. And once that's done, we have stolen the Vigilance hat, so now we have status protection, which again, you will need for this place. And I do recommend finding those as best you can. You can also get those from Fiona's side quest, so if you don't have them, just go out and get them. I definitely recommend it. Either way, we had these shield stirs. That is, again, we just gotta wait for them to pop their head out. They have nothing really worth stealing, honestly. They just kind of go in, just hit them once they reveal themselves. The thing that kind of stinks about these is that they do reveal themselves when they go to attack, but it's like such a short window that you can't actually do anything. You gotta wait for this animation to happen, then you just hit attack, and then they're pretty much done. And just attack since it's revealed. Nothing to give my gratitude, of course. That's fine. I can wait. Or I can kill you. that works too. Thank you. And we just keep going forward, and we have this right here. The next room. These enemies over here actually give us Turbo Ethers if we were to charm them. So it is nice if you want to get those. Not a big deal there. Again, I'm just going to wait a little bit of a moment here. Just get the Turbo Ether. Thank you. And honestly, I don't really need too many of those because I can just kind of wreck these things just like standard shots. So I'm just going to Inferno it. Not a big deal. There we go. I have plenty of items. All right, let me, speaking of, one of these menus is the right one. There we go. Let's just get a little bit of healing popped off there, and then we'll continue forward. Now, we have these enemies over here. These enemies have a chance of getting us, I believe, a Mega Elixir or Nova Armor. That you definitely want to steal, which I'm going to miss entirely. Okay. I did Twin Charm and I missed entirely. In that case, I'm just gonna shoot you. And then I'll just wait a second here since it takes a little bit. There we go. I didn't mean to attack. This is fine. I can wait a little bit longer. Let's see. Cure 2 on Ayla here. You move that out of the way so I can actually see Ayla. There we go. Get that little bit of healing on. This thing can combo you to oblivion if you're not careful, so yeah, just keep that in mind. Let's see. I'm going to do... Wait, I'm on Luca, aren't I? Yeah, I am. Twin Charm. There we go. And then in the meantime, just shoot it in the face. There we go. Let's see what I get. I got the Nova Armor. Nice. Get a little bit of a shoot. And then... That's fine. Thank you for having the HP twice. So I'm going to do Twin Charm on this one. And then thank you for just doing that constantly. I think she has like no health left. There we go. And that'll give us a Nova Armor as well. So I'll just shoot. And now you can just keep doing that. It's not a big deal. She's not going to die from that. And then she'll die from that though. All right. All right. This is fine. This is fine. I'm just going to attack you. Just going to attack you. Might as well just do that because I am going to do a rise on Luca. I love the fact that I can't even see Marl. Marl's been just covered up constantly in this entire battle here. And as much as I like that up there, I'm going to put it back down because I'm more used to it being down below than I am to having it up here. I mean, it is nice to have it in two different positions sometimes, but it's just easier for me right here. In this case, I'm just going to do blaze kicks and good there, and there's how to end it. There we go. Bye-bye. The nice thing about the Nova armor is actually worth it to get. So make sure you have Ayla in your party at least at one point in this dungeon when you're fighting those things. Because Nova armor, it's a late game armor, it's pretty strong. And if you don't have the vigilance hats, you might have one from just stealing it earlier. The Nova armors give you status immunity as well. So if you didn't get it from any of these side quests, you still have chances to get status immunity. You are going to need it, especially since these things can inflict stop on you like they just tried to just now. But they actually do have a nice drop. So, well, steal in this case. So I'm actually going to steal and try to get them. I have 2 chances of getting it here, which is kind of nice. So, there you go. We get a golden earring. That gives you a lot of HP. It's one of those items that just raises your max HP for having equipped. It's actually kind of nice if, again, you haven't been leveling at all. If you didn't do any of the side quests, you just headed straight here. Good. It's a great item to have. But right now, most of my characters are like way up there, so it's not necessary, but again, it's nice to have. So yeah, might as well just steal them. In the meantime, I'm just gonna wait a couple seconds here, a couple seconds here, a couple seconds here. Any day now. Okay, can you stop? Thank you. No! Why would you do that? All right, Marl's just been kind of sitting around doing nothing, so let's have her do Ice 2 already. There we go, that's something. In the meantime, you can do a little bit of, you know what, Flare. And then you just use a Rise. There we go. Sorry. My bad. Actually, you know what's my bad? I completely forgot. So, in this area, I have like good like magical defense things. In this case, I have this on her, which is nice, but a lot of stuff does shadow damage here, so yeah, let me actually equip the good stuff. There we go. Now she probably won't die constantly. Because that was my bad. My bad. I'm being a dumb. There's a save point right here, and I just wasted it. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I had a dumb moment. Where's Shelter? There we go. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Can I stop? There. I had myself on walk. First, we have this big room over here, which this room is actually really special, and we're definitely going to charm these things. Definitely going to charm these things. I'm just going to wait a couple seconds here. Just a couple seconds, because they give us speed capsules. Good, and there's 2 of them, which means that we're going to get 2 speed capsules. So we're just gonna kind of do a little bit of shooty shoot. Not a big deal there. Just kind of have her do whatever. In the meantime, twin charm, and then just do a little bit of shooty shoot. Or you can miss. That's fine. You can just miss. We'll just wait for my bars to fill up once more. There we go. Now the twin charm, and the shooty shoot. Did I get it? Yes, I did. So now I can just end this battle. Not a big deal. All right, and Inferno. Just use the big attacks. You're probably gonna wreck everything. This area is just kind of MP wasting constantly. Got a lot of experience, some money, a level up, that's nice. And they are gone for good. That means that if we were to come here in any other time period, if I were to go like further on, like say if I did the 1000 AD version first, and then I came back, these enemies don't spawn if you beat them already. They are one time, and that kind of stinks that they're one time. But again, we get 2 speed capsules out of that, so it's kind of nice to be able to level up people that you need them for. But right now, I don't necessarily need to do that, because if we head a little bit more forward, 2 more of them. So 2 more speed capsules, so let's just kind of do a little bit of Twin Charm. And in the meantime, we're just gonna have you do a little bit of anything else. All right, that's fine. I'm just gonna wait a little bit. I definitely want these speed capsules. Definitely want them. That is another set of 2 that we can no longer fight, so let's head forward. This room here has enemies in it that look a little weird, but we don't really need to worry too much. Just make sure that you are topped off. So just do this, this, this. There we go, and we're good there. And I'm actually going to swap out Marl for somebody that can do some heavy hitting. And sure, we'll do that. So we'll just go through. And we start off this battle by getting Omni-locked. It's just like the Rubbles in this case. The middle one doesn't really give you anything, but these 2 on the sides, if we kill them, they give us 100 TP each, but they have a chance of escaping just like the Rubbles do. And it's just kind of a hassle because your accuracy sucks against them. But there isn't really anything you can do against that. If you already have all your moves ready, then this doesn't matter. Just wail on them until they're gone or just they escape, whatever, it doesn't matter. Get some money and experience and you're good. What you can do in this room as well, if you don't have the speed up feature like I do on the PC version, use Berserker Rings and stuff because that will just mean that they attack no matter what and they'll just constantly keep attacking. It just saves you like from having to just mash buttons or whatever. In this case, I have auto on, so I don't really need to mash anything. I just click the top face button and just wait a little bit. There we go. And Rebel's level increased. And Ayla's level increased, that's nice. Go through a little bit further, and we got 1 more to go, which pushes us back right back here. And another Omni-lock. Go through and attack constantly. Get rid of that one. Miss these ones constantly because of weird accuracy checks. There we go. Miss, miss, miss. 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 There we go, I hit it. And then that one escapes. Bye-bye. And there's some more experience. There we go. And it's nice TP that you get from those as well. But now that we're done with that room, we could just kind of swap back our party to whatever we really need to. In this case, we're gonna go back to the little bit of setup like this. Actually, I'm gonna set Marl in the front because it's a little bit easier having Marl on my top slot for healing. just because. But yeah, we have these enemies here, which are a little annoying, a little creepy. But they also come with like more enemies a little bit further on. But in this case, I'm just gonna wait a teeny little bit of time because you know what I'm gonna be doing in this dungeon. Just gonna wait a little bit. Ow. I know you're hitting me with light stuff, but it's, there we go, Twin Charm. There we go, that gives us Turbo Ethers. Nothing special from these ones, you don't have to worry too much. We can just get rid of them. Just by standard attacks, no big deal there. So just whack. Or I could probably just, yeah, I got lucky anyway, that's fine. That's fine. The enemy I'm actually more worried about is slightly further ahead. You think that this is a chest, but it's not. It gets me every time. It's not a chest. Right here, these 2 little red dudes are actually some useful items that we can get from them. So we just kind of wait a teeny little bit until I can do Twin Charm. I gotta be annoyed by those things constantly attacking me. There we go. Twin Charm. See if you can get rid of one of these for me. Golden Stud. Golden Stud are the accessories that make it so you use less MP when you use moves, and we've had 1 of those. Now we have more than 1, we have 2, maybe possibly 3 in a couple seconds. So you can basically just equip your entire party with studs and then just have as much MP as you need for the most part. Let me just do a Twin Charm on this one since I haven't done that yet, and wait a little bit of time, and then, okay, that's fine. I guess I'm only getting 1 Golden Stud. Oh, they didn't die yet. That's actually good for me. Oh, wait, I have no MP. That's why I didn't do it. So it's Ayla who needs it. Stop stealing my MP. There we go. And do this. Give me that Golden Stud. Perfect. It's actually nice that you get it from them because they steal your MP constantly. So having used less MP to get rid of them, kind of nice and kind of makes their entire shtick backfire. Here we go. I'm actually going to use, I'll just use standard ethers for this. Just make it so they're a little bit better, and then just no on the potions. I have plenty of those. plenty of those. All right, and let's head forward. Yeah, this place is huge. This place is huge. But now we have an elevator. We go down the elevator and we wait a little bit and then we get into a battle. With these have the potential to just one-shot you, so you might want to be a little bit careful on that. But if you steal from them, you get Mega Elixirs. So you just wait a little bit and then just get whacked and it's like, uh-oh, somebody might die. You just gotta be careful because they can hit you or they might attack each other. More than likely, at least 2 of them will attack each other and then you might get wrecked, so okay, that's fine. I got 1 of them, I'm okay. Let's just kind of wreck you with some magic. I'm better safe than sorry on that one, but it's okay because they give Mega Elixirs, not a big deal. Then we just wait a little bit and we're done. And we can head back up if we want, but we're not. We're just gonna go this way. We have 2 different paths here. If we just head a little bit forward, we get this stupid annoying thing again. That makes it so we can't use techs. Which again, not a big deal. Just get rid of the one in the center and then miss constantly. All right, that's nice. Luca, that shot almost hit Marl. That was like way off. That was way off base. I do like, okay, Marl, I guess you just want some payback for Luca nearly shooting you. Okay, that's a little bit enough on the payback. You don't need to do it twice. But there we go. We head over here. We see like a dead end, not a big deal there. We can't really do much in this direction, so don't really worry about it. But the moment you try to leave, you get more of these things, which means you get another chance to steal Mega Elixirs if you want. But of course, one of them just kills the other one, so yeah. just get rid of it once you get 1 Mega Elixir, not a big deal there. There we go, and he's gone. Thank you. And now, if we head over in this direction, we have a way forward, but more of these stupid things. These, of course. So, might as well just have Berserker rings on if you want, or just mash the button, because in this case, you're probably not going to be prepared for them. So you're going to be mashing buttons a lot, or if you're playing the Steam version, you do have the auto feature, so. There we go. Auto, 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 and then I'm hitting this thing a lot, surprisingly. I actually got rid of it. All right, I'm okay with that. I am okay with that, but if we just keep heading in this direction, it's like a little bit of a winding maze. It gets a little bit weird, but we have a chest right over here. She gives us another Mega Elixir. That's nice. Then we head over here, and we have more of these things. So we can get more golden studs if we want, and we could also get more golden earrings if we want. So there you go. So just go through. Just steal. I don't really need many golden studs, but it is nice to have them. So I guess I might as well. Unless my AP gets stolen again constantly. Let's see if we can get rid of this one in the center. There we go. And now, Twin Charm. And then, okay, I guess I will just use Napalm then. I'm out of MP everywhere. Thank you. And bye-bye. Or not. I did a lot less damage than I thought I was going to. Twin Charm this one. And then just shoot it. Probably do more damage in a Napalm. Going stud. Stop stealing my MP. I only have 1 left. And then hit. And shoot. We're good. There we go. Another set down. And we have a big room to deal with. We have an item right over here, which has 30,000 gold. A lot of gold. And then nothing in this direction. You think there would be, but it's just like, oh man. So we go through here, and then we have a big room to deal with as well. So might want to make sure that everybody is good on the magic front. That ought to do it. There we go. We have 2 different paths. We could go this way and get into another battle with more of these things, which can give us more studs if we want, but I already have plenty of them, so I'm just going to shoot them and just get rid of them really quickly. Don't need to worry about it, but just so you know, there is more stud opportunities. Not a big deal there. If you go on this side, you get more Mega Elixir opportunities, which I might as well just kind of go and just do a little bit of a Twin Charm on one of them. And that kind of stinks because I'm only getting 1 now again, but that's okay. That's okay. If I was slightly faster, I would get more, but I need to make sure this thing dies before it like kills me in one hit. There we go. And the nice thing is, if you like just leave and then come back, infinite mega elixirs or infinite golden studs. Either way, you can just get as many of these things as you want. So just bear that in mind. If you want to sit there and just get a ton of them, if you want to get max 99, you have the opportunity. You can do it. The game lets you. It's right there. And in this case, I have, how many? I have 16. Yeah, I'm fine. I am fine. So I'm just going to head straight ahead, and we have two different paths. We can head left, and we can head right. We head right from here. We get a chest. So we grab that, and we get a magic crest. Magic crest. Magic +5, magic defense +5. It's kind of useful if you need that. In this case, I already have max magic defense there. Some people could use a little bit more. In this case, I get magic +6 on this one. So I could give you a little bit more magic defense for -1 magic, but more magic defense? Sure, why not? You get that going on, and we have a little bit more of a path over here, which gets us into another battle with this thing. So I can get another golden earring if I want, but in this case, I'm just going to, just get rid of this group. I don't need that. I don't need Turbo Ether. I don't need any of those things. There we go. I mean, I still got Turbo Ether anyway, so that's good. If you go over this way, we get into another battle with one of those things as well. So we can get more of those as well. This room is pretty much just like, get all the good stuff. You have the opportunity to get it. You can get all the golden earrings you need. You can get all the golden studs you need. Because these enemies will constantly reappear if you just keep going through this room. So you can get like some of the best equipment in the game, at least for like standard equipment anyway. You can just get all those just by going through this room. Just leave, come back, leave, come back. And you're kind of set on accessories. You don't really need to worry about that. So we just head a little bit more forward. We got some chests. We got this one over here, which gives us an elixir. This one over here gives us a vigilance hat. So that's now 2. So now you have 2 people with status immunity if you didn't do Fiona side quest. Go over here. You have a save point. You have a mega elixir. So you're just getting more of those things here. And a Nova armor. So you're pretty much topped off on like most of those things. You don't have to worry about it too much. Like you just go and then just check out what you can get. In this case, I don't know why I'm on Ayla because you can't use them. But yeah, like, so if I don't have like anything that has status elements, if I don't have the vigilance hat, that's just another thing right there. If you haven't been stealing, if you don't realize that stealing's a thing, you have 2 vigilance hat, or in this case 1 if you didn't steal from the other one earlier, and then you have a Nova armor from this chest. So that's 2 people to prevent status element, or 3 if you stole it, or even more than that. It's plenty of options to give you status ailment resistance. There we go. And now we head a little bit forward, and we have a couple more chests and some news to deal with. We get another mega elixir. If we head over here, we get Haste Helm. Finally Haste Helm. Halves time between turns, it just grants you auto haste from the start, which is amazing if you want that. But again, you would probably want something that allows you to prevent all status elements in your accessory slot. In this case, so let's see. I don't see it, unfortunately, so I can't really do much about that. Unless somebody's wearing it. Yeah, you're wearing it. Okay, that's fine. I'll just do, yeah, we'll just do that for now. So, say if I wanted to give Marl auto haste from the start, I could lower her accuracy. I could give her Shalow's Amulet, which basically just means that, hey, prevents all status elements, and then I can give her auto haste. Okay, sounds good to me. Sounds great. And now we can go over here and talk to the new. We could shop. Or we could just chat if we want for some reason. And this is nice. Especially since you have like a ton of money at this point in the game. You could just kind of just stock up on all this stuff. No, I'm not going to go that far of it. High Ethers does 60 and then fully restores. So I'm going to maybe just give myself a couple more of those. And not go that crazy. There we go. That's fine. That's fine. And then I'll just chat with you. Hard to make a living here. Yeah, I can imagine. And this one right here. Oh, 3 of you in a place like this. You have a long journey ahead of you, so please rest here a while. Of course, if you wish to escape from the Omen, I'll see what I can do. What will you do? We can remain here, or we can leave the Omen now from here. If we feel like we need to go back and prepare for any reason, we can escape without having to go all the way back through the place. But I'm going to choose to remain here. And I'm going to use the save point right over here. And make sure that everybody's topped off and we're good to go. And this room right here actually does signify like the slightly halfway point of the Black Omen. From this point on, there's quite a bit more dungeon left to go. So next time Azure plays more Chrono Trigger, we are going to complete the Black Omen. I'll see you all then.